Hi my loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Chini, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. So today in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this very delicious and mouth-watering onugbu soup, Anambra style. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Okay, let's go. Alright, in a pot I'm going to be adding my beef. I'll be using cow head preferably, and then I'm going to be adding some stock cubes, Cameroon pepper, black pepper, whichever one, and then a little bit of salt, and I'm going to be mixing this nicely till everything is well incorporated. And then I'll be going in with some water, enough to cook the beef, although I'm not going to be cooking this 100%, just at about 60%. Okay. And then in a pot of boiling water, I'm going to be adding the bitter leaves. This is how I got it from the market, although it has already been washed, but we're going to be boiling this down for about 3 minutes. It helps to reduce the bitterness. Okay, and after 3 minutes we're going to be passing it through a sieve, to drain out the water, and then we're going to be running some cool water over this to reduce the heat. So guys, I think I should just put this out here. When you buy your bitter leaves from the market, it's usually bitter. They don't usually wash off the bitterness completely, so you have to do that extra work. I feel like this is the tedious part of this soup. So after we've run some cool water over it, we're going to transfer it into a bowl and then add a little bit of water, and then try to squeeze it, rub it in. When you squeeze it, you will notice that the water will change its color. This color indicates that there's still some level of bitterness in it, so you just have to keep washing it. You would repeat this process for about 3 to 4 times till you notice that the color of the water is becoming clearer, and then you set it aside. Also, for this recipe I'm going to be using some stockfish head preferably, because it gives your soup a much more better taste. So I'm going to be running some hot water over this, and I'll let this sit for about 3 minutes to get rid of every dirt. The hot water helps you to get rid of every dirt which you cannot possibly get rid of with cool water. Wow. After 3 minutes, I'll drain out the hot water, and then I'm going to be washing it thoroughly with cool water. So just make sure you wash it properly, and then that's it. Basically, you set it aside. So you can also feel free to use the head and also the body of the stockfish, but please don't fail to use the head. If you have to choose, make sure you use the head because it's tastier and it's better. Alright, next I'm going to be introducing the odogwu fish of this soup. You cannot cook onugbu soup, bitter leaf soup, without using mangala fish. In fact, it is a prerequisite. It's very, very important. Okay, I ran some hot water over it, let it sit for about 3 minutes, and then I'm going to be washing it with cool water, same way I did with the stockfish. All right, please make sure to wash this fish properly. Notice I didn't have to break open the other mangala. I don't know, it's just something we do. I guess majorly if you have important guests, it's important you serve them the mangala fish whole. If you have any idea, please let me know in the comment section. So after about 15 minutes, I added the stockfish and the mangala fish, and after 3 to 5 minutes I took out the mangala fish because I didn't want it to scatter. This is very important because the fish scatters very easily. So in a pot, I'm going to be adding the palm nut extract. Palm nut extract is also very important in making your bitter leaf soup. It's just one of those traditional process. You don't necessarily have to use it. You could also make do with palm oil, but please, if you have access to palm nuts and you can go through the process, because not so many persons like to go through that process, please make sure you use it. All right, so next I'm going to be introducing this very important ingredient. It's called ogiri. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll just leave it on the screen. It's also very important in making this soup. it is very important. I don't know the English name, but when you go to the market, just ask them for ogiri. This market men, they will know about it. So I'm just going to be dissolving it with a little bit of water. Just so you know, I used about 2 packets for this because it's a very important ingredient. You don't even need to use a lot of stock cubes, just use enough ogiri, okay? So after the palm nut extract has boiled for about 5 minutes, I added blended crayfish and pepper, and then I went in with the dissolved ogiri, okay? You could also put it in like that, but I just dissolved it to, make it cook properly. And then I went in with the stockfish, the beef, bobo, everything inside. After it boiled for about 5 minutes, I added my blended or pounded cocoyam. Yes, cocoyam too is very important. There are so many important things in this soup. If you want to achieve that authentic onugbu soup, all these things I'm mentioning that are important, you have to use them. You cannot just miss out on any of them, else I don't know what you're cooking on. So I'm going in with a little bit of stock cube and then the bitterleaf. Bitterleaf will be going in at the same time with the cocoyams because it has not cooked properly. It's not like your ugu or vegetable you add at the end of the soup, but for the bitterleaf you have to cook it properly so you don't end up with chewing strong bitter leaves. So I added some pepper again and a little bit of salt, and I'm going to be boiling this down till the cocoyam dissolves. The cocoyam will act as a thickener to this soup, okay? So we're going to be cooking this till the cocoyam dissolves completely. Notice that the cocoyam hasn't dissolved properly. I checked for seasoning and everything was perfect. So I'm just going to keep boiling this and then turn it a little bit, just a little bit. Please be mindful of the mangala fish so it doesn't scatter, because it easily breaks open, okay? So we'll just keep boiling this. There's no specific time, just boil it enough till you notice that the cocoyam has dissolved completely. And that's pretty much it, guys. Look at how beautiful this soup looks. Guys, you should try this recipe because I promise you it is the best you can ever find, okay? Anybody that tastes this soup will testify and they're going to ask you, where did you get this recipe? Because this is the authentic, this is the main traditional onugbu soup, okay? Alright guys, so that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a huge thumbs up, comment, share, and if you're not yet subscribed, come on, what are you waiting for? Please hit on that subscribe button, turn on your post notification to be notified whenever I post a new video. And if you eventually try this recipe, please do well to tell me what you think, okay? Bye guys, see you in my next video.